Hallelujah! All my new South Empire, wonderful and fantastic fun family of winners. It's your winner, Fitz you Sergio Fevers Health. That's right, we are back like Arnold Schwarzenegger's. That's right, we are here on the Winners Podcast, and we ain't got nothing but winners on this show. Tonight, we have the co-host, like every Thursday night, that Miss Sabrina Everett. What's up, Sabrina?
Hey.
And we got that lawyer, activist, researcher, strategist, analyst, Dr. Samuel Blue. What's up, Sam? And we also got two special guests that I hope become permanent. We got that infamous celebrity comedian, McKinley Bryson, better known as Grave Digger. What up, Grave?
Power to the people.
Power to the people. Power to the people. Then we got philanthropist Adam C. Wilson. What up, Adam? That's the foreign car mechanic extraordinaire. Tonight we're missing Lyric ECU. She's on a mission overseas somewhere. And then we have the Duffys, and they're, like I said, they're started their new construction business, and it's doing very well. So we like to see our people prosper. They haven't left us, but they're just not with us tonight. Once again, we got some major topics. We also got a special guest back there in the background. He's trying to be shy and shit. But yeah, that's my business partner, Augusto Pit Polo. Yeah, there you go. All right. Tonight's topic is, one of the topics is the aftermath behind Charlie Kirk. Is speech free or does it cost? Is there such thing as free speech?
No.
We're also going to talk about, I'm going to pop it on y'all one at a time as that thing. First thing we're going to talk about, does free speech cost?
Yes.
With that being said, I'm gonna let Mr. Samuel Blue kick it off with some research that he has done. We're gonna talk about that Jimmy Kimmel, of course. And that's why we brought up the topic of free speech, because you know what happened to what was his name, Stephen Colbert, and several other people who made some very derogative statements. Me personally, I think everybody should have the freedom to say what they want to say, as long as it doesn't jeopardize the well-being or safety of another person or another group of people. My opinion. Okay, Sam, what did you dig up, Sam?
Well, I think the first thing is if so you could play the first video of the dialogue.
Yeah, I'm getting pulled up right now.
Oh, by the way, y'all, that's Sawyer. He's joining the show tonight for the second time in the history of this show. That's my engineer.
I don't
Can't hear the sound. Sorry.
No, there's no audio, Sawyer. Not getting any audio. For all those viewers, until he get that right, we apologize for that, but he most definitely will get it right. I want to send a shout out to our sponsors. First sponsor, of course, is Doja Moon. I have my own brand of a moonshine. It's called Fitz Paradise Juice. We have sold out of that, and we have ran out of that. So right now, I'm highlight DJ Trucker. If you're in the Southern Soul industry or know of the Southern Soul, you know about DJ Trucker. This is his banana pineapple. This is very delicious. You can go to www dojavineyard.com. That's DOJA vineyard.com. We also got lit sticks. Lit sticks, that's right. I guess y'all say our sponsor got something to do with impairment. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with getting high. You don't want to be low. Hello? Straight like that. Okay, so you think we got it right now, boss?
Yeah, we should. I'm gonna try it again. I'm hearing
Okay.
it on my side, by the way. So if you guys don't hear it, speak up quick.
Okay.
No, we don't hear anything.
No audio.
Still don't
No
hear it.
audio.
Well, I can assure you that the
Let's
stream is
see.
hearing it.
No,
Well,
we don't hear it.
Yeah, the
I
stream is
can
hearing
I
it.
can go ahead and just talk about what he's saying.
Okay, let's
Ba-
do that.
Basically, through the
Absolutely.
opening dialogue, he's talking about, the incident that happened with the assassination with Charlie Kirk, and he basically said that the Republicans was using it as a way to get more points, and they was trying to point it at the other side as far as who did it when it came to their own. And basically the FCC, because they had already released some information, but basically the FCC prohibits broadcasting false information about crime or catastrophe on the broadcast if the broadcast knows the information is false and will cause substantial public harm if aired. The FCC is prohibited by law from engaging in censorship and infringing on First Amendment rights of the press. However, it is illegal for broadcasters to intentionally distort the news, and the FCC may act on complaints if there is any documented evidence, such as behavior from persons with direct personal knowledge. So basically, what happened is he got fired because he stated that he gave a description of the shooter, of the person who unalived Charlie Kirk, and basically is one of those things that if his staff members told him that, but he still said it. By the time he did it, remember, it's the late show, like at midnight or 11 p.m. So enough information was already out there, released by the FBI and some other people. So he was advised, and they had internal memos that showed that. So that's basically why they just chose to. Well, there's two reasons, but they chose to just cancel him now versus waiting for a whole nother year.
His
Yeah.
ratings were down,
And
and he wasn't getting the viewership.
a lot of people now are coming out the woodwork. What you say?
I want to say the way that my colleague, Mr. Samuel Blue, had to reword and say unalive instead of the K word proves that we really don't have freedom of speech.
Right.
Did y'all recognize that he had to say unalived?
Oh yeah, I didn't even know what
That's
that
crazy.
meant.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just so we don't get
I never
flagged.
heard that word.
Yeah,
They never
who
used
has?
it during Martin Luther King. They never used it during Kennedy's assassination. They never used it
Right.
in any assassination until now.
Well,
guess so.
that's more of a YouTube era type of things. We just have terms of service across YouTube that we gotta follow in order to stay within some guidelines. That's all.
I guess that's another thing that's been trumped up.
Yeah.
If you
I
could
like that.
if you could play the second video, Sawyer, and then when I'm if you could, no, but right before that, this is him talking in 2023 when another media personality had got fired from their job. There's no sound.
No sound, Sawyer.
So basically, what he's saying during this
I don't know what's going on today.
He's talking about Jimmy. He's talking about Tucker Carlson.
There you go.
The number one rated show streaming YouTube on regular Nielsen reports media, Tucker Carlson was ranked #1, and he got fired because of the things he said about the 2020 election and the voting machines. So the FCC did investigate. They were sued, and they basically let him go. And he was their cash cow. He was the most. He got more views than CNN, MSNBC as an entire network on just his channel. So what I tell people is that we have freedom of speech, whether on YouTube, Instagram, in the workplace, wherever we go. What we don't have are freedom of consequence of what we say. When I was in the military,
you could say what you want to, but
the Nation of Islam was considered a hate group. But me and my roommate, when we was in the barracks, we was trying to sneak up to the Million Man March, and we were told by command, do not go there. You will get field grade, Article 15, a bad conduct discharge. Now we didn't go, but because if we had a copy of the final call in the barracks, guess what? Article 15, you're getting put out. So we have freedom of speech. You just have to be mindful that every company has an ethics code. Every employer has some type of ethics code. Some employers may enforce it, some may not. Some may not do anything until they get kickback. So I think what happened with Jimmy Kimmel was his contract was supposed to be renewed next year, or it expires next year. But what they was doing is they're using this as an opportunity to go ahead and cut him loose. If Sawyer can play the slide of the graph, you can see how in that photo, you can see how Jimmy Kimmel Live, the first one, how he's gone down from where he peaked to where he's gone down. So basically, all of these 3 shows have been canceled. Jimmy Kimmel was the last one. The next one's probably going to be, everybody's not watching late night show. And the people that's raising the most noise about Jimmy Kimmel being fired never even watched them. It's kind of like people talking about, like they're expert about Charlie Kirk, and they never watched him before he got killed. They never knew nothing about him before he got killed. But now, after watching a couple of hours of YouTube and Snapchat and TikTok, they Charlie Kirk experts. They know his entire history, 31-year history of how he was brought up, all those things. And that's a selective outrage. But I do feel we have freedom of speech. We just don't have freedom of consequence.
That's a major point right there, because it's like you could say it, but be prepared.
But if your speech has consequences, is it really free?
Right.
But that's another point too.
Now I got to go along with you on that one.
Right.
So
It's not free that if I say something that you don't disagree with, as long as it's kept in the moral standard of a Christian nation, then I don't see it as a problem. But it's easily transluted into a delusion of a demonic state that you could push the same effort towards. So it really depends on who's the moral value of standard, whether that's even useful or not.
I think all laws,
Sawyer.
Well, I was just going to say that's true, but let's even just grant that the whole world go under a Christian ethical system where there is a dictator of what you cannot say, cannot do. And then let's compare it to a world where it's not a Christian ethical system and people cannot do certain things. What's the problem between either one of them? Do any
That's
of
a
you
completely
actually? Well, does anybody actually believe in free speech? I don't.
Yeah. Why?
Why don't I?
Yes.
Because
Why
we
wouldn't you?
regularly see in practice people being shut down. Like, all right, Jimmy Kimmel. We're talking about a guy who utilized what would be considered a free speech. Free meaning anything. Speech meaning what comes out of your mouth. So we canceled him for utilizing his free speech. You believe in free speech, but you're cheering on for Jimmy Kimmel losing his job. Maybe not you specifically, but the people who advocate for free speech don't even believe it.
Right, absolutely, because he was there for sent for propaganda, and his viewing ratings have gone down to the point where he's not even fundable as a business, and he's still being allowed to speak freely. When the fact that the only reason why he's speaking freely is because of the funding and where it comes from. That's not free speech, that's propaganda. So yes, we shut down propaganda because the funding his thought process wasn't with the morals and values of a line. Not only did his viewers go down and they're losing money, they're still keeping him up. Of course, when a detrimental situation comes in a losing business, you know, you're going to lose interest and value in that asset. That's normal with any business.
I'm just going to ask you one question, and then I'll move on from it because I'm sure Fitz has other things he wants to talk about. Would you say that all speech advocates one thing or another?
Absolutely, and I think it's free as long as there's facts to state behind it, and it's not a feeling or emotional thought. That it's a factual statement with factual belief behind it that can be debated and argued against. That's what Charlie Kirk thrived on, was factual information that's debatable, whether it's right or wrong. And I think that should always be allowed.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm like this. I personally want to hear what a person has to say. I want to hear. I want to know what a person is thinking. And if I don't like it, I know what to do with it. I can throw it in the trash, relish on it, or whatever. I'm not gonna stay away from that person. I'm not gonna do anything detrimental to them unless it's detrimental to me, my family, and friends. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you can say what you want to. You can call me anything. You can say anything about me you want to.
But you gotta understand, this is bigger than free speech. It has really nothing to do with speech. This has everything to do with the ability to believe in your views. And see, whenever you go down to the viewer citizenship of whether you're allowed to say something or not, it doesn't come off a Christian moral value. And that's where the problem interlies.
Religion
under a Christian nation, we wouldn't have free speech. Under a Christian nation, we would condemn those that would blaspheme against God.
No. We would get our tongues cut off. Hello?
You shouldn't be out here that a man's a woman and a woman's a man. The transgender, you shouldn't be allowed to have a sex with a 13-year-old because she has different morals and values than you, when you wouldn't do the same thing to your own religion or race or value. You know,
with that being said, let's go back to Grave Digger. What was you about to say, Grave?
I was just saying, hey, I agree with him to a certain extent. Free speech is only, you saying doesn't matter or whatever. You have free speech as long as you have the majority believing in what you're saying. When the majority decide that we don't believe in what you're saying, then we're gonna shut you down. And that's how it works. So if they're going to get rid of Jimmy Kimmel, what we're going to do with them 5 NFL teams that refused to honor him last Sunday?
That's a good
Absolutely.
That's called a social normative.
Yes. No.
So you only have free speech.
That's not a social normative. Because no matter if you're Christian, Asian, demonic, whatever, we all feel the same. That's natural, right?
Well, no,
and wrong.
I'm talking
There's
about
not a religious based.
Okay.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, all thing I'm saying is, like, whether you're Christian, religion, Asian, everybody agrees you don't play with children and children shouldn't have sex.
Yeah,
right? We also agree that no one should be
well,
it don't matter what you are. So there's normalcy of right and wrong, regardless of what you've been taught and raised of, that feels comfortable and uncomfortable. Those shouldn't be debated on. And when they are, that's when you get the disgusting get out of here. Because nobody agrees with your thought process. And just because you're in a delusion doesn't mean it should be accepted. That's the problem. Is the delusions are accepted as thought process or free speech when in fact it's just a delusion.
Okay.
That's why we call it a social normative.
Let's say this.
Because it's not objective.
Why do y'all think that it was brushed under the rug about the 5 NFL teams that didn't honor Charlie Kirk like the rest of the teams during the
Because of where the
this week?
funding came from. They were all alpaca advisors and funders. They all funded Jews, they all funded Trump, and they all steamrolled this ideology into America. That's why they are allowed to isolate themselves in such stance and stand on it firm, because they have an undisclosed army behind them that they don't care anything about the people in which they serve. It's obvious.
Hey, Sam, Sabrina, I know you got a time restraint. You got something you got to do. Okay. Now, do you think that everybody has freedom of speech, or just a certain class of people have freedom of speech?
A certain class, not everybody.
She's right.
Not everybody.
Yeah,
A
People
certain
that
class
don't
has
matter.
freedom of
People
speech.
that don't matter got freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People that matter can't say what they want to say.
No, they ain't say nothing.
No,
I
I
agree with
think,
that.
I think we all have to look at like what our point of view is. Like, I could walk in the house and punch my wife in the mouth until I love her. And most people are going to look at that and say that's domestic violence. But
Right.
then they may ask her, and she'll say, "No, that's sometimes I don't know how to close my mouth, and that's just him showing he loved me." Now you have, and I don't do that. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is, freedom of speech is about your perspective. You have the freedom to say what you want. As Dee said in the comments, certain words can't be said on YouTube or other social media. The thing is, when you download an app to your phone or your computer, guess what? There's this 9 to 15 page user agreement that you sign. Most people don't even read it. Just like when somebody gets a job, they have an ethics statement on there. Most people just happy to get the job. So the thing is
Yeah.
like you've agreed to some rules to not say the K word, where you have to say unalive. You've done that on YouTube and all those things. So we have freedom of speech. We just have to understand that there's gonna be repercussions. If somebody came out and disrespected Fitz on the street and said, hey, you only got 8 toes or something, Fitz could either take it or he can punch him in the mouth. But the thing is like we have freedom to say
Or
what
sue
we
for
want.
defamation of character, because if I ain't got my 8 toes,
I don't know,
I'm losing
that
the
doesn't
balance.
sound very free to me.
Why y'all
I
talking
ain't got
about
no
me?
balance.
And y'all know I
I
had
got 8
two
toes.
amputations the other week. Y'all talking about, and I got 8 toes. Why y'all bring that up?
I'm
telling you the actual truth.
Look, I have to.
I've had
I
2
have to
amputations
reply.
in the last 3 weeks.
I have to reply to
You
the
know what?
comments. Yeah, y'all touched on something sensitive. That dude only really got 6 toes. So
I didn't know.
all right. Now, hey, look. I have to
Yeah.
reply to the comments. D Jackson, our sister, celebrity fitness coach over there in Los Angeles, California. She said, if we got freedom of speech, why we can't say certain words on YouTube? Okay. And then Dr. Marvin Bennett is back with us again, and he said NFL teams are private entities. So basically, they have the right not to honor him.
Yes.
And guess what's
So-
happening now with a lot of those things? You got season ticket holders that's turning in. You got people
I've
that's
seen that
doing
too.
their
Yeah, I've seen that.
boycott. They're private entities, but guess what?
They losing money
They're
behind that.
dealing with the repercussions.
They're dealing with it now. Yeah, they're
Yes,
dealing
ma'am.
with it. All right,
Sam.
but let's
what you
answer. Let's answer D. D is a loyal follower of ours. She's over there in Los Angeles. She is a celebrity fitness.
She's in
coach.
Texas.
I mean Texas. And she is a very intellectual political strategist also. And she said, if we really have freedom of speech, why do we get censored and flagged on social
It's
media?
because of the funding of who funds the censorship. You got to understand who funds the censorship and who is their moral standard value of code for the censorship. It's not of an American, of a Christian faith thought process. It's of a demonic that I rule over you and I control you. And if you defy me, you are blocked, banned, or killed, which is what Charlie Kirk's statement is. And everybody says it's the white man versus the black man, or it's the Chinese versus the Asians, whatever they say, it's all propaganda. If everybody comes to Christian morals and values and standards, we are all the same, and all our viewpoints are all speak equally. It's when you have a demonic viewership that controls the freedom of speech of Christians who don't have Christian morals and values, that's where you get the loss in translation.
That's my winner right there. That's my winner. That is true. It's always a negative force that generates
Yes.
a negative outcome. A negative outcome. No
Negative
matter what it
kill
is.
negative. Negative kill positivity and love.
I want to say this, Sawyer. Okay.
Yeah.
Since we've been on the air, how many flags have we had?
I mean, I won't know that yet. Those don't come in immediately.
I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about the long as we've been on air. The show been in existence.
Oh, we've never received any flags, but we've received plenty of warnings.
Right. Or for words like what? I can't say, like.
Well, yeah, we can't say them. We can't say them here. Let's just say of let's say you got a homeboy and he acts funny. You might call him a particular word. You know, can't say that word. You know, it's what English people call cigarettes. Can't say that.
But it's freedom of speech.
Well, it depends on what you believe, I guess.
Of establishment.
I don't believe. I believe you have a freedom of speech to a degree. Just to a degree.
I believe you have a freedom. I believe you have a freedom of threshold.
One word, like you said, if you say certain things, it's going to trigger a reaction. Like whoever said, like you said, if you can say anything you want, but you got to be ready to take care of what's going to happen next. And it's so simple. You call me the N-word on the street or anywhere, you got to be ready to take care of what's going to happen next.
Okay, that's a good point. Hey, yo, you back? How you get in the country so quick?
Say what?
How you get back in the country so quick?
Hey, planes fly every day.
That's what's up, girl. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, we gonna start with you. I'll come back. I'm gonna start off with you.
Okay.
Do we really have freedom of speech, Lyric?
Fuck no, not anymore.
Sam begged to differ. He said we do.
Where?
Why you say we don't have a freedom of speech, Lyric?
Because everything is
Everywhere.
everything is being censored, or everybody is so sensitive now that you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't do none of this and that, or you're gonna get fired, or you're gonna get this and that. There's no freedom of speech.
But you breaking the rules right now. We don't have freedom to roll when you rolling.
And guess what? If Mr. Man Durham PD coming here right now, guess where I'm going?
Where?
The jail. I have the freedom to go to jail.
No, you must not.
You got the freedom to roll,
he
but
ain't
you
gonna
don't got
listen to you
the.
unless you got over an onion. You can have an onion and not go to jail.
As long as you're home, you can't do nothing about you.
Hey, look, I just want to let
you can do anything you want to.
Now you can roll up as long as you got less than what we looked it up the other day. Was right? Adamant was a half.
Yeah, half ounce.
Yeah. You can have up to a half in North Carolina.
And but that's still a ticket, a fine, and a class that's gonna run you about 500.
Yeah,
well,
sure.
That's why I rolled around with 13.9.
But see, ain't none of y'all doing what you should do. All you have to do is keep a red and white cane near you and some dark glasses while you rolling.
Why?
So I'm blind to everything.
You say you blind. The cataract is kicking in.
I got glaucoma. Oh no. Hey, no, I'm prescribed. I get 20% because I'm
poly wrong with you.
I'm polysubstance dependent. But anyway, Lyrics say we don't have freedom of speech. Sam said we do. They're in opposite corners. I need y'all to meet in the middle of the boxing ring. Come on. Bang, 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 bang. Come on, Sam.
Don't meet over here.
Come on, bing bing.
I'll stick with. We all have freedom of speech, freedom of thought. We just don't have freedom of consequence.
Okay,
Right
bingo.
about
But
that,
Yeah.
Sam.
that's what freedom of speech is, though.
No, the
That's
freedom is for
literally
you to be able to go out in public and say whatever you want to say. Whether
right.
you get stones thrown at you, thrown through the house, pulled up on thrown over a bridge or whatever, that you can say. Nothing is keeping you from saying anything, sharing your thoughts or your minds. You just have to make sure the people that's around you, you got to make sure that they're not going to do anything. Just like in Wilmington, where they was having a vigil, and this young lady comes up and she starts throwing paint, and nobody does nothing to her. They're like, we're going to show you respect. We're going to show you love by love, because that's what the guy who died this vigil's for. That's what he showed us. But then you had another guy who, I think in Arizona, ran across and destroyed the vigil, and the guy grabbed him by the neck and did the WWE, put his skull right into the concrete.
Hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Okay, that's
why you got to know where you at, know your surroundings, because if I know that Gravedigger is a 7th degree black belt, when I'm talking to him, guess what? I'm gonna be mindful with my words.
You're gonna be humble.
I can say anything, but I don't want him going through my femur or my tibula with that elbow.
Right.
That's what I was saying a while ago. You can say anything you want, but you better be ready to reap the repercussions.
That you know what? That I like how we're gonna end this topic. That's the bottom line. Okay, moving right along. I want to say this. You viewers, we see you viewing. Thank you, Dr. Marvin Bennett, and thank you, D. Jackson. And continue. If you got anything else you need to ask us, we're going to try to answer it to the best of our ability. We see you viewers. Like, share, subscribe, and even join in. We ain't going to bite you. These fangs are fake, all right? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bite you. I'm not going to draw no blood anyway. I do want to say this, though. We came to the conclusion that freedom of speech basically costs. Right?
I like that.
Yeah.
But it's worth the risk if it's for the right purpose.
Freedom of speech basically costs.
Some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
All right, well, guess what? Yeah, that's why I choose you to be my best engineer ever. See, Lyric, run, Lyric. What you smoking? I'm smoking the wrong shit that makes you go in and out like that. Anyway, Sabrina.
But say, we lost her. I'll bring her back in when she comes back.
I do. You know what? Before we leave that subject and go to the next one, I want everybody to give a brief, and I mean brief, Sam, and I mean brief, Adam. A brief example where your mouth wrote a check your ass couldn't cash. Start with you, Sam. I mean brief.
You know what? I don't have one.
There you go.
I never said anything that I didn't think I could cash, because I know my limits.
You never said nothing. You said,
no.
Damn, I shouldn't have said that shit.
I know my limits.
Okay, your name should be Yeshua. All right, all right, Yeshua. All right, okay, Lyric said she dropped her weed and she got to pick it up, so that's what happened, y'all.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She didn't say that.
I know she did. I know she did. All right, but Sabrina, darling, has your mouth wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash? Ever? Don't lie now.
No.
Have you ever said something that you wish you had never said?
No, not. I mean, no, really.
Oh, so okay, all right. I'm gonna leave that alone then.
Yeah.
Has your mouth ever wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash? Now you know I know you, and we buddies. We buddies.
Who you talking to? Me?
I'm talking to Adam. I'm talking to Adam.
Oh, Adam.
Adam, have your mouth wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash?
It's happened twice recently.
Twice. Oh, there you
Twice.
go. That's my winner right there. That's my winner.
In the recent,
Larry.
this happened twice. Okay,
Larry.
and I'll explain it to you. The first one was with the Charlie Kirk incident. My boss man said, "Look at liberals doing God's work." I said, "I hope you can get them liberals to come help you put this motor back in." I quit, and I quit.
Next one. All right, yep. And then what happened? You ended up putting that bitch back in anyway.
One called me and said, "You come over here, I'm gonna pay you anything you want." I got an $18 an hour raise because I believe in my faith, and God's always gonna bless you because of it. So that's the first. You know what I mean?
That was a good check though. All right, Lyric, has your mouth.
I just believed in it and I did it. Now
I told you brief. Damn, you long with it. Pull a blunt or something. Hey, Lyric, has your mouth ever wrote a check your ass couldn't cash?
No, because everything I did, I thought about, except I got put out one time, but that was all right.
All right, so at least one time. All right, did I get everybody? We gonna leave the engineer alone because his has long-winded and all of us put together. Yeah, all right. So moving right along. Last week we was talking about Charlie Kirk, and we didn't get to finish and take the vote on whether everybody thought he was a racist or not. I got a clip. Sawyer, don't pull it up. I just tagged you in it about like 4 minutes ago. Don't pull it up yet. Hopefully it'll play because it's very pertinent what this man had to say. And I asked everybody did they think he was a racist. And this time when I asked, I just want a simple no. I'm gonna play the clip and then we're gonna go to the next topic because it's very, very interesting. Sabrina, what was your answer last week when Sabrina, what was your answer last week when I asked you, did you think Charlie Kirk was a racist? Sabrina, wherefore art thou? Sabrina.
I think she's staring at Lyric.
See out.
Larry, that's too much work. That's too much work.
Yeah,
okay.
She just dropped. I'll bring her back when she comes back.
Okay. Lyric, you weren't here last week. Do you think Charlie Kirk was a racist?
Yes.
Okay, that's it. Adam?
There's no way he can be a racist when he doesn't believe in race.
Yes or no, Adam? Yes or no?
Hey, Larry, pass him that blunt, please.
Yes or no?
He doesn't believe in race.
Greg Digger, do you think Charlie Kirk was a racist?
Yes.
Okay, Sawyer, do you think Charlie Kirk was a racist?
No.
Sam, do you think Charlie Kirk was a racist? Play the video.
Not at all. No.
He doesn't believe in race.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's the point. Go ahead, play it. Lord, what's going on with YouTube playing on audios?
Come on,
it's a StreamYard issue.
That clip is
gotta be a
so
StreamYard
powerful
issue.
to the point.
Right.
It's not been letting us do any of these today. I don't know.
Okay,
why.
so we're gonna leave them alone from now on. All right. Well, our next topic is okay. Yeah. There goes Sabrina. Sabrina, can you hear us?
Yes, I can now.
Okay. The question was, do you think that
Charlie was a racist?
Charlie Kirk was a racist?
Let me see. Let me see. Lord Jesus.
Now, keep in mind, he didn't believe in race. He didn't believe there was any race.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know the man, but at some point, I think so.
You think he was?
I think he was.
Wow.
Natural instinct.
I'm gonna have to share that with you. I meant to share it with you earlier, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to share that with you later on. All right, so you threw me for that one, honey. We're gonna have to go to the next topic on that. Oh, Lyric did say fuck Charlie Kirk just because he called Candace or Oreo ass. Oh, your ass
Oh,
a
who?
friend.
I don't care what he said about Candace. He said specifically black people that we're dumb. We don't have the mental capacity to hold certain jobs. We're all DEI.
But how come
Yeah,
when
I
we ask
did.
you, how come when we ask you to pull that up, you could never show us that?
Right,
Say
but
it
now
again.
he was saying DEI was put in place so that they could import more Africans and other people of black color to take your jobs and less empower the black people. That's what the ignorance is so lost in communication. That
That's
I'm
what
gonna say,
he
I'm
said. That's what he
American,
said. See, you
but I'm gonna
twisting it.
not American Africans. That was a disgrace to the black
But
community.
hold on, Adam, hold on. Lyric. Well, isn't that dumb? Isn't that dumb for us to let the government put DEI in place for the higher Africans instead of Africans Americans? So he was right.
First of
We
all,
were dumb.
first of all, when he said what he said, he didn't differentiate between Africans or African Americans. He said black people. Second of all,
not black Americans. It's people from Africa, from Ghana, from Sudan, people from Nigeria,
Gambia,
people from other
everywhere,
countries.
every other nationality came in here and took, like South Park said, they came and took our jobs. Took our
No,
jobs.
don't put them below everybody else across the country. You know,
So-
it's not they're not valued in America. Now they're not valued across the world. Like, come on. We agree with this? Come on. It's disgraceful.
second of all, your president has
I
made
don't
sure
have
that
a
he
president.
brought in
I don't have
people
a
from
president. My president is gone.
he brought in people from other countries.
All right, don't
because he
choke.
said,
Don't
we're
choke on
we're
that
not
lie.
smart enough to do the tech
Lyric,
stuff
don't
that
choke
we
on
asked
that
him.
lie.
But you don't have a problem with those DIs, do you?
Do what now? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Say that again. Say that again, Lyric.
I said your president is bringing in people from other countries because he said we're not smart enough to do those tech jobs and such, but you don't have a problem with that.
Oh, yeah, guess what? Guess what? He's telling the truth. He's telling the
So
truth.
you're saying that we don't have people over here that's smart enough to do those jobs?
It's
Yeah,
not.
That's what you're saying. So all of us on this panel are ignorant
You
as
know
fuck.
why?
We can't do those
You know
jobs.
why? Because we so busy over here smoking blunts, going to the club,
Smoking blunts has never
enjoying
stopped
life.
me.
Them
Smoking
Negro, them
blunts helped
people
me
over
all the
there,
way through
them
college.
people over
but
there
God
don't have
knows.
nothing. Them people over there don't have nothing but time
Smoking
to
blunts ain't
study.
got shit to do with nobody's mental capacity.
These people over here don't do nothing but parlay, party. I'm not speaking for
I
everybody.
don't know
I'm
who
not
told you
speaking for
that. Cause my
everybody.
children on parlay and party. They
I'm
don't even
not.
go
I'm
out. They
not
don't like
speaking
to go out. They
I'm
don't
not
like to
speaking
hang
for
out with
everybody.
people.
But
They
over
be in the
there,
house. And I'm the same way. So what people are you talking about? I've been a professional student all my life. So what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not talking about you per se. We talking about on the average. Average. Okay. At the age, it don't matter. I got a spittle. All right. I got a coach over here, y'all. Just in case y'all didn't know. At certain ages in other countries, they are required to take mandatory testing for shit that we have to barely graduate for.
Hey, Fitz, could I ask you to give one example? Fitz, I want you to give one example. When you introduce Adam to YouTube real quick, how do you like the show come on? Introduce Adam.
Philanthropist.
Okay, so he don't work on exotic cars and
he work on exotic cars.
What I'm saying is just introduce him real quick. Introduce Adam, in a few seconds.
All right, and to the right, down at the bottom right, I got my winner, Adam C. Wilson. He's a philanthropist and a foreign car, exotic car mechanic. One of the best that I have experienced.
Okay, now do Lyric.
Lyric is one of the best promoters.
Why are we doing this?
Best promoters and a great advertising agent. You want your building filled, she will fill your building.
All right, Gravedigger.
Gravedigger, infamous celebrity comic for over 40 years. He will fill your building. He will break ribs. He will make you break your ribs laughing. And he's a good, honest person, great person.
Okay. Now, my point is this to Lyric. when he said all that stuff about everybody, and I didn't ask him to say nothing about me because I know it's going to be amazing, but what did he not mention? He didn't mention your sex. He didn't mention your race. Now, if he would have led with Gravedigger is the best black comedian in North Carolina or whatever, Adam is the you know, when you start doing those things like it lyric, oh, she's the best black female. That's when you get into the issue where people talk about when you have to sell yourself because you black or you're a female or you're a man or anything. That's when it becomes an issue. Your race and gender is not a skill, and we're
not entitled.
That was his interpretation of those things was, but that went over everybody's head because everybody runs from accountability. I don't want to be the best black soldier. I wanted to be the best soldier I could be. I didn't want to be the black soldier that won Soldier of the Month board. I wanted to be the soldier, period, that won Soldier of the Month board. That's the difference when we talk about DEI and things like that. Your introduction should not contain your race or your sex. Those are not skills. Those are not qualifying for a job. I don't want Gravedigger to be like, oh, he the best black pilot you can get.
I don't think I've ever gotten hired because I was black.
But Gravedigger, would you rather people describe you as a good pilot or a good black pilot?
Well,
I think
come on now, let's be real.
Hold on.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Gravedigger.
Let me do it. I understand what you're saying, but when they say I've been the best black son, they do that also for our children. Our children look up to us.
So you teaching like my son children to say you're the best black.
But
I want you to say I'm the best black.
Was the
so
first,
the children
my father was the
can
first
see
black
that I can be something.
Of the jail.
I can be that. Huh?
My father was the first black master sergeant of the jail, and when they announced him, that's the title that he got.
So they didn't say the black master,
right? But because that's the title he was entitled, not the entitle of his ability. That's what breaks me.
Okay,
you are
look,
limited by
listen,
saying
hold on, y'all. Hold on, Adam. Hold on. I just have been informed that we have the largest amazing audience thus far. You wasn't with us last week. Lyric. Do you believe by saying support black business only, is that racism or not?
Yes.
Hold on, I didn't say you, Adam. I said Lyric.
It's I mean, fuck it. Yeah, it's a little racist, but who cares? I mean, we've been dealing with for a long time. So when and I really do try to only support black businesses because I want our dollars to circulate within our community. Our community is the only place that our dollar doesn't stay in the community for a amount of time.
So you're admitting that you're a racist.
I'm not a racist.
Nope. No, she's not.
I don't like crackers. I love white people, but I don't like crackers. I'm not a racist. I don't have to like a person. And if they happen to be a certain color and they're a shithole, a shithead, then I don't have to like you.
Okay, listen to this. Do you realize that when you do you realize that when you support black businesses only, do you know how many black people jobs that you take?
Right.
Because most black people are employed by whites.
The white people have their businesses. Their business thrive. Business thrive.
You remember when y'all boycotted Target? Do you remember when you boycotted Target? Do you know how many black people lost their job?
And they went and got other jobs.
But why should they have to go through that?
Why should they have to work at a company that doesn't acknowledge them or respect them as a person?
They had
because you're not there for acknowledgement. You're there for a check. Is your check worth your time?
You're just a number. You're a check.
Okay. All right. Moving right along.
Yeah. It's
Go ahead, Grave Digger.
Because I agree with Lyric. Because I only support HBCUs. You bring Duke shit in my house, state, all that. I only support HBCUs because they support me.
Who
Don't you say nothing.
HBCUs?
Don't you say nothing. Because we have raised our kids to believe that Santa Claus was white.
Adam. Adam.
We have raised our kids to believe Santa Claus was a white man. I'm a black man. I'm going out there working, but on Christmas Day, my son's standing in the front yard looking for a white Santa. White Santa ain't coming. So
I told my kids when they were little, I'm Santa.
Right.
That's right.
I ain't gonna get no white man.
Oh, that's the whole
hard.
You will, if you
that's
see me at a
other
Duke
topic.
game,
That's coming.
somebody done stole my car.
Yeah, that's
and
coming.
wrong. I like lyric. I support black businesses. Matter of fact, what we doing right now is a black business. You are
I was just getting ready to get to that. I was just getting ready to get to
But
that.
it's not a black business.
Adam,
That's
hold
the
on.
difference.
Hold on.
You outrank. It's 5 of us. One of you. Shut up.
Black. Hey, everybody, Matt, everybody. I believe in supporting black ministers. I do support black ministers. I get a lot of black vendors for my events.
Yes.
But I also support Asian, American, Caucasian, Latino. You know, everybody.
Why would you do that?
Hold on. Let me put it this way, though.
That's where the money at.
Let me put it this way. I employ. I do business. I employ more African American people for security and different things. But I do more business with Caucasian, Asian, and Hispanic. Okay, but guess who are the only ones that owe me? Guess.
Right. All the business you do with all the.
You think I ain't tired of that? The only ones that owe me are black.
That part. Nobody else about that. Right.
And now, how is that possible when I do more business with the other race? And the minimal amount of people that's black that I do business with are the ones that owe me. You don't think we get tired of that shit? And we keep doing the same thing.
Pay everybody up front.
If we keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result, what is that?
Motherfucker will never be able to say that about me.
Me too,
Hey, look, listen to me though. Yeah, but you a rare commodity. You and Digger, Sabrina, y'all rare commodities. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep doing the same shit and expecting a different result, what is that?
Insanity.
All right, then. Next page. Next page. Talk about
Look, this is the funny thing about the black community, right? Who's the young lady that was doing that boots on the ground dance? She went viral because everybody thought she was white. When they found out she was black, they started hating on her.
Yes,
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, she went viral when everybody thought she was white. When they found out her daddy was black and all that, they heard her talk. Guess what? All the hate started coming.
Hey, who that remind you of? Who did that remind you of? Who did that remind you of? Hey, let me hear her, Sawyer. Did that remind you of our girl? Did that remind you of the giggler? Hey, you know who the giggler is?
I don't acknowledge that talk.
I know you know. I bet you know.
The disrespect
All right, moving right along.
Tolerated.
What? Okay. Now the one that y'all call racist, Donald J. Trump. How y'all feel about him giving all that money to the HBCUs and not the other colleges?
He ain't had no choice because the backlash that he received after it came out when it first dropped and it said he was taking away all the money and the world went crazy.
Guess what? Hold on. You say he ain't got no choice?
But he had all that money left over from the fake college he had.
He don't need no choice. This is all he need right here. An ink pen. He don't need no choice. So what are you talking about? Lyric, why do you keep going left when it's impossible to be right on the left?
Because three lefts make a right.
I like that.
You sound like you've been in a round. Hey, great nigga. She sound like she been in a round room trying to find a hamburger in the corner.
I'm too thick to be hungry.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you one thing I just learned, and I just met Lyric. Lyric and I are on the same page. We're not stupid enough to sit back and watch what Trump is doing. Trump is doing this for y'all crazy blacks, for y'all that like something shiny. You give a black man a piece of something that's shiny and a paint can, and he go crazy. Trump is only doing this to get stuff off of him. He ain't giving the black colleges a damn thing.
Yes,
not a
because
damn
the colleges are owned by a Jewish name. He is bought out by Israel, so he's funding his counterparts who funded him. And in the name of black people, I'm gonna bless the Jewish man. It's disgusting. It was never for the black people.
Never. Yeah, Trump is a hoodwinker.
I really don't
know. Yes,
Trump is a living devil. And if you back him any kind of way, you's an idiot.
But hold on.
Don't like white people.
I can take
Trump don't like white people.
Black people.
Trump
and
don't
show
like
them
broke
shiny,
people.
and they will follow me.
Trump don't like broke people.
Trump don't like broke people. That's why I like Trump. That's why I like Trump.
Trump is
That's why I
broke.
like
But
Trump.
you broke to him.
Trump is broke.
Contribute to
You're
the
not
country.
in his bracket.
Trump always got a. I'm gonna tell you, he always got a.
He
black
is
person.
not a racist.
You notice when he have his little meetings and stuff now, like when he was running for president, ain't no black people standing in the background. You don't see that no more.
Right.
He had him a token.
Got rid of everybody.
He had token niggas and soon.
You know why they ain't
That
in
was
the
his
back no more?
DEIs.
You know why they
Everybody
not
that's
in
all
the
the
back
blacks that supported
You know
him,
why?
he didn't
I'm
put
gonna
none
tell
of
you
them in
why.
the cabinet.
The great nigga, I'm getting ready to tell you why. Because they in the front. You know why? Because they in the front. They right up front.
Marcus
Them
says Grady is
XRPs.
woke.
They cashing them XRPs. Tell them how much money Trump done made you.
You down there in the bottom. You muffled.
Hey, I
Trump
tell you what.
ain't made me a dime.
Hold on. Sam, give him 10%. How much Trump done made you, my winner? You ain't got to expose your finances. But on the
Samuel is
portfolio
an
is
exception because Samuel has the financial capacity to
the
do
ones that
that.
was in the back, they up front now.
You had
Samuel
to
is
start
the only
somewhere.
one on this panel that can deal with that.
They working
Realistically,
with
financially, and I don't
We
know
the
nobody's
ones that's
pocketbook,
not
but I
dumb. We
can
the ones
look
that's
and
not
hear
dumb.
and tell
We
that
ride
he's the
that
only
gravy
one
train.
on this
We ride that
podcast that
gravy
has the
train.
financial capacity to fuck with that.
We ride that gravy
I ain't
train.
got no gravy train because he ain't gave me a dime.
Lyric, let me
Because
tell you.
McKinley,
let me say this to Lyric.
McKinley.
We all have
Last
the
2 weeks ago,
capacity.
hold on, Larry. 2 weeks
No,
ago.
when I say
Hold
capacity, I mean the money.
Hold on, Larry. 2 weeks ago, if you had to put $1,000 down on XRP, 2 days later you would have had $10,180.
I didn't have 1,000.
Hold on. You know why you didn't have $1,000? Because you was looking at the
I paying
blacks
bills
in the back,
out the ass by
bitching,
myself,
moaning, moping,
get my
whining
light
about
bill
it.
on my house and a
In
new
2
washer.
days.
Fitz, I can't with you.
I'm in real life. I'm in the real
The
world.
reason they, great
You know what I
nigga, the
mean?
reason
I'm in
they
the
not
real
back
world.
there in the picture no more
I'm not over here
because
with the
they don't want to be
homeless and
seen
the
no more.
Section
They
8.
don't want people
But
to
I
know
ain't
how
but a
much
step
money
from
they
the
got
motherfucker.
now. They got to hide
So
now.
you know what I mean?
He
He the only one
I've been
that
around
hides.
the
Sam
wealthy
Blue is the
all
only
my
one
life,
that hides.
even
I
though
can't be bought.
I've been
I will
poor.
not be
Sam
bought.
Blue needs
You know what I'm
security.
saying? So I can fluctuate in any area, which
You
is
just
why I
told me
have
you didn't
that
have
beautiful
1,000 to
security
put
clearance
down
I
there
got.
last week.
I have the mental capacity,
That's
but
what's
my
up.
mental ain't caught up. Well, my financial ain't caught up with my mental yet, but it's getting there.
Okay, all right. Okay. Let me
So
calm down. All right.
you
Let me
understand?
get another
It's two
swig.
different
Let me get
worlds.
another swig of my Doja moonshine, y'all.
Those are
Screw
moonshine.
that mix.
You need to put that. You need to put a lid on that.
No, Sabrina,
I swear.
Sabrina, how do you feel? Do you think it's genuine? It's a genuine executive order about the money being directly going to the HBCUs?
I mean, I don't know where the money's going. I mean, I heard. I mean, I heard what you said. You know that he's doing, but how do we know?
No.
I don't know.
That's not how do we know. No, this is already Okay, let's put it this way. St. Aug ran by black. What happened to him? Central. 4 times. Great Digger, what happened to Central 4 times?
I don't trust nothing the man do.
4 times. Under black administration.
Yeah.
A&T. Twice. Under black administration. Fayetteville State. Under black administration. You think this is not going to help?
But guess, Fitz, I got to defend them for a second, though. St. Aug going through what St. Aug doing because they don't want to open their books because they want to remain a private. If you look at North Carolina,
Because they're owned by the church.
hold on,
Right. They're owned by the church. That's why they don't want to tell it.
Hold on,
look at
we know it's
NCC
Presbyterian,
You
but
said
hold
church
on.
one more time.
NCCU, you look at NCCU, North Carolina A&T, Fayetteville State, Winston-Salem State University. What did all those schools do? When they joined the public school system and went from being private, no more financial issues. Look how Central is covering a quarter of Durham now. Look how A&T is covering a quarter of Greensboro. Look how Fayetteville State is taking over the whole Merck. They got a dang on AstroTurf blue football field. The thing is like sometimes what lyrics say sometimes about capacity, just with people in general. Some people, it ain't about capacity, it's about their greed. I know somebody that had the cleaning contract for Shaw U. It was $110 one year. He gave the chancellor a little kickback, and the chancellor upped it the following year to $411,000. He gave him a little kickback. He upped it to $750,000.
Hey,
That's about greed.
yes.
That's the issue. And look, I love Shaw, you know, but the thing is, when you have to sit in class, when you pay more, it costs more to go to Shaw than it does to go to NC State.
Right.
It's no reason why that campus should be. There's no reason why that campus should be in that condition.
No.
Until they become a public school.
There's a black business.
I got a one though.
Okay.
Appreciate y'all.
All right. Now, so the bottom line is we will see as far as this are they really going to benefit? But just the thought of offering that much money and signing, putting that pen on that paper and actually giving that amount of money to that school.
You can't use Shaw and St. Aug though.
Oprah Winfrey didn't do it. Denzel Washington didn't do it.
You can't use Shaw and St. Aug. They're private schools. They're not going to get a lot of that money.
I'm not talking about that.
No, I'm just saying, like, we can't measure.
St. Aug's rescue.
Yeah, we can't. St. Aug ain't even accredited no more.
No billion now black people came, got Nelson Mandela. Trump did. Nobody paid for Jennifer Hudson's 3 years of homelessness after her fire. Trump did.
Her family too, not just her.
Hold on. Nobody paid all of Jesse Jackson's child support. No black people came to his support. Trump did. I can go on and on and on and on, but he's a racist. All right, let's get off this politics for a minute and let's talk about those stinking ass BBLs. All right. All right, let's go. BBL or natural. All right. I'm gonna say it again. BBL or natural. Me per se, I prefer natural.
There you go.
I tried the BBL, and I felt like a kid in a bouncy house. You know what I mean? Didn't like it. It was too much bouncing, wasn't no cushion for the pushing. You know what I'm saying? And it just didn't feel right. I don't like fake. I feel like this here. We say we created in God's image, and we're all unique. So what the fuck? Excuse me, you can say that on YouTube, right? Why would we want to change our identity or our uniqueness to look like somebody else? You're no longer unique. You're fake. And if you present fake deep down inside, you're fake. I think you said self-esteem issues. If you're not comfortable with yourself, how the hell could anybody else be comfortable with you? Now
I
me,
gotta agree with
I know, Grey Dick, I know you married and happily married. I mean, overly freaking happily married. But
that's right.
there ain't no such thing as overly, right? Right? That part, right? Okay.
It burns.
I
Hey,
am really overly happy.
look at that. See, he got his machete. He got the machete. He machete ready.
It's an earthquake. It's an earthquake.
Okay.
It's an earthquake.
Okay, McKinley, BBL or natural?
Natural.
Why?
Sound went out.
Why? Ain't no phone go out. Why?
No, it's my sound went out.
Ain't no sound went out. Oh, Joy
yeah,
must be in the
my wife
room.
was listening.
Joy.
No, that's
No,
what it
Joy
is.
said, damn right.
Joy in the room.
Joy, she said, I heard you.
Hey, Joy. Hey, Joy.
Wait a minute,
Joy,
here she
come
is.
on around here, Joy. Come
She
on
don't
around
play
here.
that.
We'll see. No wonder, look, she'll tear his ass all the pieces like Reese's. He won't be able to plant that nieces. Hey. Hey. Why you prefer natural instead of BBL?
Because I mean, ain't nothing fake. I tell you, you're right. I can't stand fake. I can't stand women with tattoos. I mean, with all these long tattoos.
And what's neither, man. Yeah.
I don't like that. But one thing that's really pissing me off right now is girls, ladies with these big ass rings in their nose. It took us 400 years to get the rings out of our nose. Why are y'all putting them back in there?
Yeah.
You wasn't born with it in there.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you read around town or on the farm with a ring in his nose is a cow.
And it was a bull at that.
It's a bull.
Yeah. It was a bull at that. Hey,
I
look,
like
check this out. Mm-hmm. To me, I think like tattoos is like putting a bumper sticker on a Mercedes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, our women don't understand. You 20 years old, you put an eagle on, when you get 70, that's not an eagle anymore. That's a buzzard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's the stamp? The stamp in the back. The stamp.
Oh my God.
Or stamp. You stamp. You know what I'm saying? You take away all the natural. You take all the natural beauty away for some old damn crazy ass damn dream you done had. You're ready to Zodiac bullshit or whatever. Adam.
Oh, I can't stand that either.
Where Adam go? Adam gone?
I'm a Cancer. I'm a Capricorn.
He said he had to head out.
He had to what?
Somebody made up.
He had to head out.
Oh, okay. He did have some. Okay. I'm getting you women last. Okay. I already know what Sam gonna say. So Sawyer, BBL or natural?
Natural.
Which one smells?
Oh, BBL smells.
Huh?
That one smell. I mean, you said it right when you first introduced the topic.
Which one, BBLs or naturals?
I mean, I'd rather all women be natural.
Right. There you go. Right.
I have a principle to live by.
Because even when you're natural, you can get rid of that smell. But when you're a BBL, that smell ain't going away, man. That fiberglass, that shit ain't going away for. That shit ain't going away, man. And the reason I can speak on it,
I wouldn't know.
The reason I can speak on it because for a while back, I've been to the bouncy house and I ain't never going back. Yeah, I've been to the bouncy house. Yeah, for real. I'm trying to tell you right now. I got some jokes too, great dude. Samuel, I already know what you're gonna say. I already know what you're gonna say. BBL or natural?
Oh, natural.
Why?
Because for me, it just tells me a lot about, the person. If it's something dealing with medical, okay, I can understand breast reduction. Your back hurt and things like that. I could understand that, but I think a body should be like a watch. Like I wear a small watch because if I take a photo and you look at the photo, the watch shouldn't stand out of the whole photo. It's supposed to complement. And I think when a female does something to her body, or a male, males getting chest implants and things too. The thing is like if it stands out, it's not natural. I just like everything to blend together. I like everything to complement.
You're right. I got gyneco myself, but I'm getting rid of my goddamn titties the real way in the gym. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing. Check this out. When it like you said, it depends on why they do it. If they do it for medical reasons, of course. Your titties so big that your back hurt, yeah, of course, a reduction is a necessity. But if you're doing it to draw attention, what kind of attention are you drawing? You're not drawing no real men. You're drawing freaks. You know what I'm saying? You're drawing attention to parts of your body that's really not relevant. You know, I have a tendency to, I'll tell a woman in a heartbeat, especially if they get all in my way, I'll tell them, is that your only fucking asset? You know what I mean? And I'll be meaning that. Shit, your big fat ass, your only asset? Straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, anybody can get ass, really, you know what I'm saying? It's 13 women to every man, so a man can get what they want, basically by mistake, more than on purpose, you know? Have you ever thought about getting fixed, even though you wasn't broke? Lyric?
No. Not even in my flat days. No.
You ain't never been flat. When I met you at Heritage, you wasn't flat.
Yeah, I had a little apple, but
yeah, that was back during Bonita Applebaum days. Yeah,
yeah, my curves was on model status then.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I never thought about a BBL. I never wanted one. It always looked funny to me. Like,
have you ever thought about any kind of alterations?
Yeah, I thought about getting my breasts done because I just want them to sit back up by themselves. You know what I mean? They got a little hang time to them.
I kind of, you know what? I kind of don't see nothing wrong with that neither, though. You know, to be honest with you, I really don't. Long as it's not detrimental to your health, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and it's for your personal reasons. I'm talking about this outrageous, outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now I said when I hit about 60, 65, somewhere up in there, I might go get me a face.
I'm talking about Asian doll and
but doing my butt and going to get implants and all that craziness. No, I ain't with that. If you don't like this, then they go find what you like.
Yeah, but I think
I love this. Right. This is beautiful. I love this.
Well, stand up. Listen, show us what you're working with. Stand up. And do a spin and everything. Walk back to the kitchen and everything. Oh, hell no, you done been over there. You've been going to all these countries. You done had something done. Go back down there. Go back down there. You done the goddamn lie. Hey, you done the darn lie. Hey, you know what? Hey, Sam, that's why she been to all these countries. Uh-huh.
I've been trying to work going to all these countries.
Okay.
Marvin said, leave the tatas alone.
Hey. Marvin said, leave the tatas alone. Sawyer didn't put that up there. Sabrina, have you thought about? Oh yeah, I think Dr. Marvin Bennett is on the show because of Lyric. He been coming on the show. I think he got something for you, Lyric.
He did say that he rocks with her.
He said he did. Rocks. Ask him how many rocks. Oh my God! All right, shit like that. All right, but that's okay. It's okay. Sabrina, have you ever thought about enhancing your body or anything?
No, didn't have to.
Sure don't. Googly goo. I'm like,
Did not have
gravy
to.
on. I'm anything, like
anything I'm trying to do is a reduction again. That's it.
What you mean, tone up?
No.
In the gym or what? You talking about surgery going under the knife?
Mm-hmm.
Is that for medical reason?
No, just because I want it done again.
So you want to feel, so you feel comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Hold on here. I've got.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either.
Anyway, what about I can't use the giggle on that one.
No BBL. No. I don't need that. So.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had thought about one time, because I think all the freaking time I can't stop my brain from thinking. So I got these wrinkles across here and shit. Like I had thought about Botox, especially when they they had that special on it. What was it? $20 a unit or some shit? Like, oh, yeah, I might get that right there. Yeah,
with advertising.
Yeah. And if you advertise on them, they do give you a hell of a discount. Oh, it's called Oasis. I remember that. Yep. So if y'all see me looking up here, I'm looking at this fool right here, my business partner, Pitt. That's the other half of the South Empire. Hey, Greg, nigga, you know Pitt, don't you?
Yeah.
You know Pitt, yeah.
What up, Mo?
He's hollering at you. He said, what's up?
What's up, Greg?
Yeah, but you know what?
All right, man.
Marvin Bennett, he been on the show mighty regularly now, even though Lyric was I guess he been on here hoping Lyric was on here, talking about rocks and shit. Anyway.
Why you causing trouble?
I don't think this is the one causing it this time.
I don't know, but anyway. So Sabrina, you say that you would do some reduction. Okay. But
only reason why I did the first reduction is because of it was medical.
Right.
That was it. But if it comes up again, I will do it.
Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. So it's still a medical reason then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you fantabulous, wonderful, and fantastic. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do none of that. Straight like that. Now me, I'm paying Planet Fitness and ain't even going. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
We still walk into the yearly meetings accordingly.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Now I got you know how they say gray makes you look distinguished. Fuck that. That shit sound too close to extinguished. I wish they had a way where your hair could grow black back instead of growing gray. My Beijing bill higher than a motherfucker, y'all. Hell yeah, I can admit that. I can admit that.
I like my
Beijing. Not only do I have to pay for my Beijing, I gotta pay for the person to put the Beijing in. Hey.
Oh my God.
That shit, man. That shit high, man. So I can't really talk. I got BJL. Hey, Beijing enhancement. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, BBL's lost tonight. It looks like. Ain't nobody trying to go to no bouncy house. I mean, but to each his own. But I do think it's a self-esteem issue. Anyway, we got some more time. If anybody got a burning desire, something they want to talk about? Sam, you exclusive. I already know you do. All right. Anybody else other than Sam, and then we'll go to Sam. But anybody else got a burning desire? Anything else they want to get to? Talk about it. Marvin Bennett, you got something you want to say while Lyric up here? And D Jackson? And anybody else watching? Okay. Well, that being said, Greg Dillon, give us a joke for the week, please.
Just write me a check. This is a job, my
Hey, that was the best joke ever.
Hey, you want a joke? Come out see me Saturday night. I'll fly your ass over to Panama at the end of the month and come see me and Jay. You know?
All right, there you go. That's what's up, winner. Hey, it's great having everybody. Love y'all. See y'all next week. Ain't no telling what we talking about next week. Shout out to my sponsors, Doja. DojaVineyard.com. Look, I shouldn't have. I drank too much, y'all. DojaVineyard.com. Right now.
That's
and
the second job, fool.
And lipsticks. Lipsticks too. Yeah, lipsticks too. Hey, shout out, y'all.
Let's go. What about those?